welcome to my channel. My name is Christy. If you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller on multiple different platforms, and welcome to the daily vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the last daily vlog that I put out. That was the first ever that I'd ever done, and I really enjoyed it, so I decided to go ahead and pick up the camera today. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, and we don't have like much of a busy day. I know yesterday was actually a busy day for me, but not reseller related, more like just normal life stuff. So today I'm going to be doing my shipping first. Is the first thing I need to do. I have one order to put out today, which is from Poshmark, which I will show you guys. And a lot of times I don't go to the post office. I just have them pick it up, but I have to go into town today anyway, because yesterday when I did a pickup order with Walmart, they didn't have any chicken. I really need chicken, so I'm gonna go to my local grocery store and just pick up some chicken from there this morning, so that I can do my meal prep for the week, which I'm just gonna throw in the crock pot. I'll show you guys what it is. It's very simple, very easy. You've probably seen it before. And I also needed chicken tonight for supper. I'm making or dinner. Most people call it dinner. I'm from the South. It's supper. But for supper, we're having, what are they called? Cheesy chicken enchiladas. I'll probably show it, or either if I don't show it in this video, I'll put the recipe down below. And even if I do show it, I'll put the recipe down below. It's very simple. I've made it 2 other times and it was delicious. I do have a little bit of things to do as far as like business wise, reseller, because I'm sure the ones that are clicking on this video is reseller, but I am showing some like life stuff as well, so I hope that you guys enjoy that, you know. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into our day. Like I said, we need to get shipping done first, so I'm gonna show you guys that sale that I had on Poshmark. Okay, so that sale was this, I think this is, yeah, Tahari dress. This is from Tahari. This is a size small, just a gray kind of like career style dress. I picked this up, it's been a long time ago. I don't even remember when I picked this up. I'll have to look at my spreadsheet, but it had to be back in like 2021. So I've had this for a while. Of course, now that I've been reselling a while and I have more experience, I would not pick up this. And not because it's a bad brand. This is a really good brand, but because it's a smaller size and because it's very plain. So if I was out and about, I would not pick this up from the thrift store anymore. Unless it was a larger size and it had something going for it, I would probably still get it. But yeah, thankfully this finally did sell. It sold as a bundle with these pair of Chaco. You guys would have seen me list these last week, or I was taking pictures of them and saying I was going to list them. They sold very quick, so if you see this type of slipper, whatever, definitely pick these up. These are in like brand new condition. I don't think they've ever been worn. But anyway, sold with these as a bundle. I realized that dress I'd had listed for a while, so I did send quite a good offer. I sent an offer of $45 for both of them, which she did accept, because I was mostly wanting to get about $45 for these. And if you could say like I got $5 for that dress, I'm totally fine with, just because there was no interest in it. So the fact that she bought it, I was very excited for. And I'm going to ship these out in a large box, I believe. I probably could have fit this in a 1095, but to be on the safe side so those don't get really squished, I will wrap those separately, put them in here, and then the dress on top, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and get this packaged up. Very random, but this is my new favorite flavor of sparkling water. I love sparkling water. This is the brand Waterloo. The flavor is grape. I never used to drink it. I'd never really tried it. And I think I did try it and I never liked it. But fun fact, and very random, but it's been about 2 or 3 years ago, I did a Whole30. And on a Whole30, you cannot have soda or anything, but you can have sparkling waters like this, the unsweetened ones. So like LaCroix, Waterloo, Aha. I think Aha is one of them. Don't quote me on that. But so I started drinking these and I just acquired that taste for it. And now like this is my favorite. And I actually have not had diet soda, because I felt to like lay down some diet soda, like just to let it go. I have not had diet soda in 3 weeks now, or any soda actually. I have not had any soda, any diet soda in 3 weeks, which I'm really excited and proud of myself. I've just been drinking these, and this has been like so good. But I've tried a lot of flavors, and I do believe as of right now, this is my favorite flavor. It is so good. Not one that I would pick up every time, just because I don't want to get burnt out on it, and I feel like I'm drinking more of these because of this flavor. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go ahead and get this packaged up and get to the post office. Okay, so while my car is warming up, I thought I would say that I also need to clean my house today. Yesterday, like I was saying, was a very busy day, and I had a lot of errands to run, so I did not have time to clean my house. So my house is a mess. I probably will not show that portion, not because I don't want to show a messy house, just because, I mean, this is not like a clean with me video. I might show you like a couple of parts. I mean, let me know. Do you guys enjoy that type of content? If so, I mean, I will definitely add it in. But yes, we are heading to the store. It is actually really cold outside. I was expecting it to have heated up just a little bit, but it has not. It is still very cold. It got down here to like 31 degrees, which I know is not a lot compared to some places, but here in Georgia, that's pretty cold. But it hasn't warmed up at all yet, and it's like 10:30. So I don't know if it's going to warm up today. I guess we will see. But the sun is out. And yeah. Another thing I was going to say is I did notice over the weekend that I had some really good sales. I know I was saying in my last vlog that I had basically gotten little to no sales. And that's kind of how things have been. But what I've noticed is if I am listing like newer, on trend things that people are looking for, I will make sales. If I am just relisting stale inventory, sometimes I will have some sales, but it's not enough, if that makes sense. So I do realize that I need to have new inventory listed every week. That's an area that I definitely struggle in, just because a lot of times I, like here recently over the last couple of months, just because sales have been slower, obviously I'm not wanting to put in a lot of money to go out and source. So I'm just relisting older products, which does work, and you will make sales, but you know, we also need newer products in our closet. So I'm not really sure what that looks like yet for me, as far as, am I going to continue to go to the bins? I know I'll continue to go to regular Goodwill. I just, like, Goodwill prices, they rub me the wrong way sometimes. But I have noticed that they're not as bad as they were, at least in my location, like a couple months ago. I think they're kind of learning their lesson in that, at least at my location, that you can't be like putting like a used pair of Nikes for like $25 that's like all beat up. I think they're kind of realizing not everything can be marked up. And I'm on a rant now, but let's go ahead and head to the store. All I was getting at was that I've noticed if I list new products and it's stuff people want, I will make sales. Just like those Chacos or whatever they're called. That was a really good find, and they sold like that. So yeah, just have to list new inventory. That's all I can think of that I am kind of doing. I'm not that I'm necessarily doing wrong, but just something that I have been slacking in. I also have one of my chickens out right now because, well, she's been out for a couple months. No, okay, let me backtrack. She is a free-range chicken during the day, and she goes up with her sisters at night because she's a bully, and I cannot break her from it. And I don't know, what I'm getting at is I don't know if she's around my car, so I gotta go look for her right now because I don't want to run her over. So so we were back from the store. I'm not using my ring light. I'm hoping that the lighting is decent. Okay, so I did pick up what I went for, which was chicken. I just got these chicken tenderloins. It's like a pound. This is perfect for the meal that I'm going to do in the crock pot today. And I'm going to show y'all guys, you guys that in just a second. We're going to put that in the crock pot. But also picked up these. I've been wanting to try these for years, and I just never picked them up. I just realized I picked up maple. I did not mean to get maple, but that's okay. I'm sure they're delicious. And you can have 2 pieces for 280 calories and 6 grams of sugar. So that's not too bad. I wanted something really quick and simple for breakfast, you know, just for this week. But what I'm getting at is I don't always count calories, but I like to be mindful of the calories that I'm taking in per meal. Eventually, I want to get down to business and be on the grind about losing weight. But for now, I'm just going to be mindful of it and only have 2. Does that make sense? Okay. So the next item and last item, very small haul, is this New York strip steak. I love to pick up Food Lion's like manager special meats because I will throw this in the freezer. And on days that I just need some steak, I mean, I just throw it, like pull it down, and this will feed me and my husband, especially if I do like steak Alfredo or steak tacos or something like that. This is enough meat for me and him together because I'm not the biggest fan of steak, so I wouldn't eat much of this anyway. But yeah, hope I'm making sense. Let me go ahead and put these 2 in the freezer. I'm probably gonna heat me up 2 of these and eat before I start cleaning. Let's go ahead and get our crock pot meal on. Okay, so this is a dinner that I've actually done before, but I've done it in the oven. I've never done it in the crock pot, I do not believe, but I've wanted to try doing it in the crock pot, so we're going to do that today. There is something on my countertop right there. I wanted something really quick and simple for meal prep this week for each day. And this just sounded really good. So I have this cheddar broccoli rice, I have chicken, and I have cream of chicken. And that is all you're going to need. Of course, you could add some cheese to this or whatever. I'm not going to do that. I've already sprayed my crock pot. And I saw a girl do this where she just literally put it in there like so. And then put in the cream of chicken. Okay, and then I'm putting in the can of water, and then I'm going to whisk it together and just kind of get this all incorporated in here. Okay, so once that's mixed, we're just going to lay the chicken on top, but I think this would be really cool if you actually put like broccoli in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to serve this as my lunches this week with green beans, and it's going to be so good. I have been on a major like rice kick. Like I could eat rice every day. Like that's basically where I'm at right now in life. So yeah, we're going to let this cook. I will let you guys know what I think when it's done. I did not season the chicken. I'm kind of scared to, just because I know that broccoli cheddar rice is very seasoned. So what I'll do is when it's done, I will try it and see if it needs some seasoning, which I hate to season food after it's cooked. I always like to season before, but I just don't want it to be too salty or too seasoned, if that makes sense. But you could add some garlic powder, some onion powder, do as you wish. Now I'm about to start cleaning my house. That is definitely something I need to get done right now. So let's start cleaning, and I will catch up with you guys when I get some cleaning done. Okay, so it's a little bit past 1 o'clock. I'm outside. I'm letting my chickens out. Taking a little break from cleaning the house for just a few minutes because I wanted to share something with you guys. And also I'm walking my dogs, which I will eventually show them to you. I have 3 dogs. And I also cut my finger. I got a Band-Aid on it. Anyway, yesterday I was praying about a certain situation. As you guys know, I am a woman of faith. I love Jesus. I love sharing about Jesus. And that's what this channel is about too. It's not just about sharing my life. It's not just about sharing reseller content. You know, I was created to serve the Lord. I was created to glorify the Lord. And I acknowledge that. And that is my desire. So I will mention the Lord on this channel. And if you're not a believer, I pray that you find Jesus. But what I'm getting at is yesterday I was in prayer about a situation from my life. So for me personally, I struggle with getting overwhelmed very quickly in life. I have a tendency to take on too much. I have a tendency to take on too much responsibility, and then I get stressed out because I've taken on too much, if that makes sense. So I was talking to the Lord and praying, and I was like, Lord, I'm tired of this feeling of just feeling very overwhelmed, you know, with life and getting so stressed out. And I'm just not the best person to be around when I'm like that. I don't have any joy. I'm kind of in an ill mood. And I know that's not of you. I know that's not, you know, what you're wanting me to be. So I prayed and I was like, Lord, just speak to me. Speak to me about this. Show me what I'm doing wrong. Show me what I need to change. And just speak to me however you want to speak to me. Whether you want to speak to me through your word, whether you want to speak to me however you want to speak to me, just speak to me. So he definitely answered that prayer, and I'm so thankful. And my arm is already tired. I'm gonna have to get a tripod, you guys, because holding this phone is painful. So last night I was laying down and I was reading the Bible before bed, and I was reading this devotional, and there's this pastor guy that I like to watch, and I will leave his name below because right now I cannot think of who he is, or what his name is, but I will leave his name down below, and also I will leave the name of the devotion, the name of the devotion that I was reading, so that you guys can look it up. It's on the Bible app, and I'm not a professional blogger, you guys. So I'm sorry, I keep going everywhere, but the actual devotion, that's what I'm getting at is that sometimes we can be driven by our own flesh. And okay, so I had to pick up this little one because she keeps trying to go too far, so I'm gonna be holding her for the rest of this little section here. But so the actual devotion is talking about how we can either be led or driven by our own things, like our own desires and what we want and what society is telling us, what the expectation of others is telling us. And what happens is when we are led by those things, we're not really being led, we're being driven that way. And that's not the way that the Lord is wanting us to go. We're to be led by the Spirit. So when we are led by the Spirit, to be led is to be gently directed, you know, a certain way. And that's what the Holy Spirit does. He gently directs us. And I believe that as Christians, we can live life in peace. And yes, trouble will come, but I believe that it's God's will for us to have peace and not to be stressed out and not to be on edge all the time. And see, for me, I'm on edge all the time. I'm stressed out. I'm feeling the stress of life a lot. And I know that's not of God, that's of the enemy to steal my joy. So when I started thinking about it, I was like, okay, like I'm going to start asking myself, am I being driven by flesh and the expectations of others, or am I being led by the Spirit? And I'm starting that today, and with the Lord's help, I'm going to really ask myself that every day. And I will put this devotion down below so you can go and read it. It's really good. Obviously, he goes into more depth about it, but that question that I just said, are you being driven by the flesh and expectation of others, or are you being led by the Spirit, has definitely made me think, and it's made me realize that's probably the reason that I'm under so much stress sometimes. Well, I guess we still have stress, but just getting so overwhelmed so quickly is because I am trying to live up to the expectation of others. I'm doing everything maybe that my flesh wants to do, and maybe it's not something that God's requiring or wanting me to do. So I really need to examine my life and examine my days and make sure that what I'm doing is me being led by the Spirit. So if you're dealing with that too, just feeling very overwhelmed with life, just take, inventory of your life. See and make sure if you are being led by the Spirit or if you're being led by self. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, not end the whole video, but end this little talk here. And we're gonna go ahead and go back in and finish cleaning. And I will see you guys in just a few seconds probably. I need to get some steaming done, but I also need to get some work done in the house first. So let's go get that done first. So my hands are looking pretty rough, some of them, because they are molting. But they're such sweet girls. This is Goldie Boldy. Hey there, Goldie. What you doing? She's growing her feathers back. Slowly but surely, girl. You looking good. You looking good, sister. Yeah. Sweet girls. Definitely recommend Buff Orpingtons if you're looking for some chickens. They're the sweetest hens, especially if you raise them like being held and getting used to your hands as young hens. They end up just being such sweet chickens. I have 2 other ones that are not buffs. I just don't know where they are right now. So, but here's some chicken footage. We're reaching that part of the day, kind of like we did last week, where I'm running out of time, like sunlight. So I do not have much to list this week. I need to go sourcing. Either I'm going to go tomorrow and go to the bins, or I'm going to go to regular Goodwill. I have not decided. I'm going to kind of just play it out. And if I don't go this week, I will go next week, just because I might have some other stuff going on. But I do have this poncho to list that I got from the bins. I thought it was cute enough to pick up. Also have these shorts, which I think I showed these in the last video, but I have these shorts to list that are linen men's shorts. I have a couple of men's pieces to list that I had like on standby, like in my little death pile. I have this Crown and Ivy, just cotton shirt. And I have these other 2 nice dress shirts. I do not like listing men items. I'm just going to be completely honest. If I could choose, I would not list these. Not that if I could choose. The reason why I'm listing these is because they were given to me. And if I'm getting free inventory, I will list, because men's items, men's items do sell. Also have this blouse I'm going to list. Nothing exciting this week. Excuse this hanger, but I use all kinds of hangers, you guys, but I have this Banana Republic top that I got from the bins, and it is covered in hair. And last week I just did not want to fool with it, if I'm being honest. And today I'm going to try to lint roll it, but it is covered in some kind of dog fur. And then I have this that was actually mine that I have decided to list. It is a cashmere blend logo sweater. So this is really cute. I'm going to list this. And then I have the J. Crew dress that I showed in the last video, and a cardigan. I also have this, just random stuff that we're listing. And that's usually what I do. So like I will have like an influx of inventory come in, and I will list what I like to list, if that makes sense, what I'm excited to list. And then I have like the bottom of the barrel. Does that make sense? And I always try to list everything. So even though these are not exciting to list, I will go ahead and list this, and that way I don't have a death pile. I don't have any like things put up, and we need inventory. So definitely need to go sourcing tomorrow. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to probably skip this process. I'm going to try to get some pictures done as I'm steaming, and I will meet you guys when I'm done with this. I know I haven't had much work content, and like I've said before, I am part-time, so I really just try to fit in my work into my day. I don't fit my day into my work. So you can kind of see that with how I work. But my house really needed to be cleaned up today, so maybe it wasn't the best day to vlog, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and get these photographed so I can get some listing done either tonight or tomorrow. And let's go ahead and do that right now. Chicken is done. I already plated mine up. I have some leftover vegetables from where I made pot roast. I think it was last night, or was it Sunday? I can't even remember now. But this is what it looks like. It's very simple. I know this type of stuff is not very good for you. I know it's better to buy, like, do brown rice or even white rice and season it yourself and not use the prepackaged stuff. I understand it has a lot of additives, but every now and then it's okay. I was craving this type of rice. It's something that I've had like since I was a child, and it just sounded really good this week. So we're gonna eat that, and I would say next time if I do make this again, I would not cook it on high because it did burn some on the sides. I would definitely cook low and slow, but I'm excited to eat this. We're gonna have lunch, and then I think I do have a sale to pull, and I will show you guys that, but let's eat. I have 2 Band-Aids now, so I'm finally done mopping. I got my mopping done, and pretty much all of my house chores that I wanted to get done today are done. It is drawing near to the end of the day. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I am pretty sleepy, pretty just like needing it. I just feel the need for a nap. And it's probably because I just ate. I get like that sometimes, especially if I had to have too many carbs. Is anyone else like that? Carbs will like put me to sleep, y'all. So anyway, I want to show you guys these 2 sales, and then probably going to end the vlog. I'm going to get some listing done, maybe, or some relisting. I have not shared my closet on Poshmark, not even once today. I forget to turn on my share, and I know that's horrible because I'm paying $25 a month. Like, I need to be actually using it, but so often I forget to turn it on. But yeah, let's go ahead and look show these sales real quick. I usually only do shipping once a day, but since I'm doing this, I wanted to go ahead and show y'all guys the sales from today. The first is actually my dress. I bought this for myself. This is a Chris and Carol, which is just a boutique brand, but it is a like antique rose style dress. Antique rose, is that what you would call it? Yeah, like very antique prairie style dress. And I bought this, but I did not like how it fit on me. Like, specifically the sleeves. I just did not like how the sleeves looked on me. I loved the rest of the dress. It was very cute. I actually got this on one of those like online auction boutiques for like $10, and I paid $10 plus shipping. So so $10 plus shipping. So I paid like $13, $14, and this actually sold for $17 on eBay. So I got my money back plus some, and it's a really cute style. And if you find anything like that, this very like antique prairie style, definitely pick it up because it will eventually sell. And then the next sale actually has a story to it, okay? Okay, so the next sale, I can't even talk right now. The next sale is this really cool, oversized pole sweater. It is like that chenille feel, very chunky. Here's the pole tag. It's kind of worn out a little bit, but is this not like the coolest sweater? It is very cool. When I saw it on the rack, I had to grab it at Goodwill. I knew this would sell really quickly, and this has had quite the following, let's just say that. So if you do not sell on Depop, if you have something that is very popular, it can go viral basically on Depop. This went viral, and I have had so much interest on this sweater. When I tell you, like, every day I had at least like 10 people like it. I've had like 7 to 8 offers sent to me that I have accepted, but they never paid. So anyway, I had it listed for $39.99 on there, and this ended up selling today for full price, which I thought was kind of weird because I had all these people sending me offers like $34, $32, which I accepted. They were decent offers and nobody paid. But then someone just swoops in, just pays like full price for it. So yeah, this sold for $39.99. Shipping on Depop's pretty expensive for something this heavy, so they did pay a pretty penny, you know, for shipping plus this sweater. But I just thought it was cool. This is just, this sweater just had a story. 102 likes and 7 to 8 offers. And what else? Like, I was looking at the stats about it. I don't even remember how many views, but I will say if you don't sell on Depop, go ahead and start selling on Depop. But I wouldn't put everything on there, just stuff that you know is very trendy like this. I would put on there because it will sell. It just might take a while. But yeah, I just thought that was so cool, and I'm glad that it finally sold. I mean, I was like, when it sold, I had to call my husband because we've been talking about this sweater, and I was like, it finally sold. He was like, yeah. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this packaged up. I hope they really enjoy this. This was a great find. I think I paid like $4.99 for it, and it sold for that $40, which I'm very happy for. And you guys, that is the end of this vlog. I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. I could show footage of me on the computer and whatever, which I probably will eventually. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Hopefully it's long enough. And I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you have any recommendations or things you want to see, please leave it down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.